Shit, you already know what it is. I'm just trying to live.
Black Cadillac would pull up on the car. Two unknown suspects would begin shooting them. At
Dang.
this point, Cash would attempt to run from the shooters after bailing out the car.
Oh, he
but
jumped
he
out
would
and tried
eventually
to
collapse
run.
on a grass verge next to the sidewalk beside a tree. Police and ambulances would arrive at the scene with gruesome pictures of Cash's body on the ground and being
Damn.
loaded into an ambulance, later going viral, with Cash notably being left laying next to that tree.
RP.
It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter.
The medical examiner's report would reveal that Cash had been struck in the head, neck, back, chest, and legs. Shooting went down in two
God
phases,
damn.
with 18 initial rounds being fired, followed by a pause, then another
Okay,
5
five
rounds,
more.
perhaps suggesting that the shooters wanted to ensure
trying
that
to
Cash
end him
didn't
out.
survive and
Right.
stood over him shooting to finish him off. Rumors would later even
Hell
circulate
no.
suggesting that Cash's killers might have even tracked him using an Apple AirTag, saying how people can believe whatever they want, but Lil Durk got your folks hit. In and spin again until they cash out, before saying that if their victim tries to run, they'll chase him down, and now he's on the news.
The switches came, made them crash. I don't smoke two, I smoke cash.
While the murders of D-Thang's killers were incredibly personal to Lil Durk, the murder of FBG Duck was very much just business as usual in the world of Chicago's long-running gang wars. But while Duck at the time had been the face of the gangster disciples in his city,
Right.
after his murder, one of his close friends would step up to fill the void that he left. This was the rapper FBG Cash,
Yep.
real name Tristan Hamilton. Born on October the 5th, 1990, Cash was several years older than most of his peers in the early drill scene,
Oh,
including
okay, so he was a little old.
the 5th, 1990, Cash was several years older
Let's
than most.
see. L.A. Capone was 96, Sosa was 95, Duck was 93, and Durk was 92. So he was 5-6 years older than L.A. now. He was 2-3 years older than like Duck now.
Of his peers in the early drill scene, including his little brother, FBG Young, who was born in 1996.
Okay.
Cash was born into a family of GDs, and with his father being in the streets too, Cash would be exposed to that lifestyle early, jumping off the porch in his grade school years.
Yeah, my pop was always in the streets. As kids, we was already in the street, exposed to the street. You know what I'm saying? It was just a time we had to come home, but we saw everything that who ain't from the streets and ain't jumped off the porch ain't saw. We saw all the young age so far as like coming out, doing shit on my own through grade school years. You know what I'm saying? Anytime I got a chance to pop out and go somewhere without my people attendance, you know what I'm saying? I was in the streets, so.
Cash and Young's family
That's
would
why
eventually
you're not
move
supposed
to
to
around
let.
six-
You're not supposed to, even if you in the streets, bro. You ain't supposed to let your kids in the streets with you. Like y'all. let
Nope.
them goofy
63rd
as
and
hell.
St. Lawrence area when Cash was in 9th grade. And there, they would join the local gang set, STL EBT, and begin to spend time with other guys from the set, like Duck and Dutchie. The four would eventually form the rap group Flyboy Gang, aka FBG, together with rappers like Lil J, Billionaire Black, Duck's
I ain't gonna lie, this picture funny as hell, bro.
High
This
school
picture
days.
Funny as hell.
rap group Flyboy Gang, aka FBG, together
We
with
talking
rappers
about
like Lil
T,
J,
hashtag
Billionaire
Team
Black,
Swag.
Duck's brother Brick,
Oh, yeah, I was just finna say those were swag days.
and Wooski, who was always more in the streets than in the booth, but would still rep the name at times in his music. However, before that, in 2009, when Cash was only 18 years old, he would get arrested for an armed robbery and get sentenced to 6 years, which meant that Cash would end up being locked up during the critical years when the war between the GDs and BDs would
Right.
begin to escalate in the Woodlawn area.
He was
While
already
Young
in
and
jail.
Dutchie and Duck would first begin to rap under the FBG moniker, and the drill movement as a whole would begin to form, with artists from the Woodlawn and Washington Park neighborhoods playing a key role in the genre's birth. With good time though, Cash would ultimately end up only doing 31 months, and in 2011 he would be released on house arrest. Cash would seemingly spend his time on social media, where he was making his affiliations known. His first tweet being how he's repping Dale Mob, a name that STL EBT would call themselves after the murder of Dale Fisher in December 2011. And of course, repping their rap group FBG that he was now part of, as well as shouting out their affiliates like the MOB set and the Brick Squad, or dissing their ops like Fredo Santana, aka Mr. Scary Sight, and E-Day from 600.
I want to put y'all on to some of the easiest money
Y'all fuck with my boy, he gonna get you right financially.
you will ever make. And start getting that bag. You did?
Cash was clearly studying the new drill scene, and
Right.
seeing it blow up right in front of him, he too would decide to get into rapping and make a name for himself. Being now part of the FBG crew, who were already making noise within the scene, Cash was in a great position to make it rapping, but he also had an ace up his sleeve to go viral. See, when Cash had been 16, he'd been messing around with an older woman, but this wasn't just any woman. This was Chief Keef's mother, Lola, who used to
no.
live in the Parkway Gardens, better known as O Block. Now, with Keef being possibly the hottest new artist in the world at that point, and being the #1 enemy of Cash's STL EBT set, due
Right.
to often dissing them and their dead member Tuka in his music, Cash decided to clap back and use his old fling with Keith's mother to create publicity for himself in the drill scene, as he would many years later explain to a very confused Adam 22 who had seemingly missed this part of the early drill history.
How'd you go about getting into the music?
Like, I felt like.
That's crazy, man. This is so bad.
I know that's crazy. I done got me some famous. How long you been with me, man?
They gonna arrest me for choosing you. That's because his ass was 16 and she was grown as hell.
I know you trust me. That's what's up. That little lady though, man. That's how about right. We used to work at the metro station. How much Chief Keef was he?
That's why he said Chief Keef, because he like, yeah, let me let y'all know that this really his mama. Like,
Yeah.
By doing a radio interview where he would discuss his beef with Chief Keef and the death of Lil Jojo, as well as his plans to become a rapper.
Got a mixtape coming out, but you know him from the controversy that's been going on up in Chicago in the rap scene, and you also know him from World Star Hip Hop. My homeboy, Mr. Cash Out. Cash Out, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
Not much, man. I mean, I told you when they said you were looking for him, I said, man, let me go on and get underground and he go and hide the fuck out.
Man, I don't know how that play out, but I know I ain't hard to be found though.
I ain't mad at you. Now, I want the people to understand, one, why you're here, because there's a lot of stuff we want to talk about. We're going to get into rap stuff. We're just going to get into real life stuff, so we're going to allow you to talk about everything. But why don't you tell them what transpired to make you seek me out?
Man, my name Cash Out, man. Cash Out 063. I'm from 63rd St. Lawrence. And I'm saying I've been in the streets since I was a shorty, man. Everything I do is valid. Everything I do got a stamp on it.
That night, but only a few weeks later.
So many people have shot around me.
It's not confirmed who the girl who Cash was with that night, but only a few weeks later, he would find himself in the exact same situation. Unfortunately, this time, he wouldn't be as lucky. In what was titled as the last video of Cash alive, he was seen having fun in a recording studio wearing a black...
Can't be skipping, boy.
Basically, I heard where I'm from. It's like, but I never got back up. I was just like, damn. Because I thought she was shot, so I was trying to push that out the car. Yeah. Like, boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to push this out because I thought she got shot, but I was like, when I see she was like, whoa. I'm like, drive. She drives. I'm like, now I could get my out because that's the only reason I put my because I thought it was the police just in case they stop her. And I'm like, now I'm getting right, but I'm like, man, what is? He was like, they turned off. I'm like, all right, bet. I'm like, just drive. Directed to my crib. And when I was trying to get up out the car, I had pushed the rest of the window out, like, because the police was coming towards us.
This is not normal. Like, no way. This is
it's not normal, but it's normal though.
crazy. Like,
Yeah, but I done been so many people been shot around me.
It's not confirmed who the girl who Cash was with that night, but only a
Won't
few
be
weeks
around
later,
your
he would
crazy
find
ass.
himself in the exact same situation.
Nigga wants you
Unfortunately,
dead,
this time,
bro.
he wouldn't be as lucky. In what was titled as the last video of Cash alive, he was
Last
seen having
video
fun
him
in a
alive.
recording studio wearing a black hoodie with a green print. And then, in the early morning of the 10th of June 2022, Cash had allegedly been at a nightclub where he had gotten into an altercation with some unknown people. Then, around 5:30 a.m., Cash and a woman named Tasha West would be driving in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood, located immediately south of Inglewood. Cash was driving his Ford Edge SUV on the 1600 block of West 81st Street, while the woman was reportedly sleeping in the car at this time. Their
So he was
destination
driving and she was asleep.
possibly being Cash's home on the 8100 block of South Marshfield Avenue, which was only about a minute drive away. However, when arriving at an intersection, a black Cadillac would pull up on the car, and two unknown suspects would begin shooting at them. At this
Damn.
point, Cash would attempt to run from the shooters after bailing out the car.
Oh, he
but
jumped
would
out and tried
eventually
to
collapse
run.
on a grass verge next to the sidewalk beside a tree, while the
Damn.
shooters would then flee the scene in the Cadillac. Police and ambulances would arrive at the scene with gruesome pictures of Cash's body on the ground and being loaded into an ambulance, later going viral.
Hell no.
with Cash notably being left laying next to that tree. Cash and the woman would be transported to the Advocate Christ
Oh, the
Medical
girl got
Center,
hit too?
where Cash would unfortunately be pronounced dead.
Units to 6 and Citywide, we have a shot spotter at 8059 South Marshfield, 8059 South Marshfield, 22 rounds, nothing further, zone 8 station clear.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was
Damn.
killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old
Thought they were Kim Kardashian for a minute. Oh, looking at that woman look like.
killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet.
They say
2
he
years
blinked
ago,
back.
another rapper close to Hamilton, known as FBG Duck, was also shot and killed.
The police incident report would later reveal that a total of 23 shell casings were found at the scene, with 14 from a rifle and 9 from a 40
14
caliber
from a
pistol,
rifle,
while the
9
medical
from a
examiner's
pistol.
report would reveal that Cash had been struck in the head, neck, back, chest, and legs. Reports also
God
indicated that
damn.
the shooting went down in 2 phases, with 18 initial rounds being fired, followed by a pause, then another
They
5
fired
rounds,
off.
perhaps suggesting that the shooters wanted to ensure
trying
that
to
Cash
end him
didn't
out.
survive and
Right.
stood over him shooting to finish him off, with these
Damn.
details seemingly being referenced by witnesses to the crime, as well as later lyrics that refer to the murder. Rumors would later even circulate, suggesting that Cash's killers might have even tracked him using an Apple AirTag. But following Cash's death, Chiracologists on Reddit would soon begin to react, like posting theories about his ops, such as 600 Breezy possibly dissing Cash by posting a picture of himself smoking on his Instagram story, while another commenter would say how Mimo600 had also posted a similar picture. A day or two after Cash's murder, his cousin and fellow rapper BG Lil Pat would make several posts dedicated to him, including a video of himself driving around together with the caption implying that he was going to slide for a month straight to get revenge. However, Pat would also make an alleged post and delete story where he could be seen walking in O Block, which would immediately start theories that O Block had been responsible for Cash's murder. About a week after Cash's death, Digital Real YouTube channel would post a vlog from O Block where one of their members can be seen heavily dissing him, which would further boost the theories that O Block was behind the hit.
Oh, gang only. Tommy, civil up. Dead on the right. Straight to the wall.
Oh,
Make
no.
the hospital. Straight to the wall. The world wants supposed to have all this white thing everything but the women and everything but the legends. We open on this cash out, but we ain't crashed out. Oh, gang only.
Meanwhile,
Oh,
Buck Munna,
no.
who is part of a set called TSG, who are the younger generation of O Block, would make a post on his Facebook 2 days after Cash's murder, where he can be seen flexing a stack of money in front of the King Von mural in a very similar photo to the one Cash had taken at the mural just before his death, together with
Right.
a caption where he would call himself the devil, while in another picture he would be pointing gun fingers towards the ground as if standing over someone whilst killing them with a gun. This flexing raised a lot of eyebrows amongst Redditors. However, it was an Instagram video posted by an O Block member, T Money, which would really make fans think that Buck Munna might have been the one who killed Cash, as he had been seen in the video allegedly showing a close-up photo of a body that looks like Cash's. However, it wasn't only O Block who were hinting at their involvement, as OTF members would also go live 2 days after Cash's death to celebrate OTF DD's birthday. But the celebration of life would seemingly soon turn into a celebration of death, as someone would reference lyrics from Durk's song What Happened to Virgil by then asking, what happened to your mans? While OTF Varney would then reference lyrics from Durk and Pooh Shiesty's Back in Blood song, saying how all of that woofing on the internet had got someone's friend killed, before someone else would repeatedly yell headshot, this also being the chorus of Durk's Computer Murderers song,
Right,
where
yeah.
Durk would seemingly warn Cash about taking photos in front of the Von
Nigga
mural.
beating my wrong, like little bro won't come out as bad.
They like, damn, what happened to Virgil? I'm like, damn, what happened to your mans? All that woofing on the net, it got your man hit. Headshot. But us fruit equal what? Make a trailer to that. Headshot.
Moments later in the same live, the group can be heard rapping King Von's lyrics from the Back Again song, where Durk had also seemingly dissed Cash, before Varney immediately shouts Long Live V-Roy and recites Durk's lyrics from his Aha song, saying how people can believe whatever they want, but Lil Durk got your folks hit.
Oh, folks, now long live V-Roy. Hey, boy, you You can believe whatever you want. I got your folks hit. Aha.
Later in the same month, Lil Durk would release
Just
the deluxe
snitching on
version of his
themselves.
Straight
Went
up.
viral with
Straight
the
up.
song
That
Whiskey.
shit's
In the song,
Do you know how
Them niggas retarded. Dumb as fuck.
they didn't threw 17 hints to the popo saying,
Right.
hey, it was us guys. It was us guys. Look, it was us guys. Like, boy, y'all is slow.
Durk rapped how
Yeah,
someone
how
would be an
cool
easy
you
kill
sound.
because they chase
This
girls.
shit don't
who
even
stand
sound
over
cool.
someone
That
while
shit
killing them.
sound dumb as
They
fuck.
propose, with these lyrics seemingly describing the exact way that Cash died, before also
Right.
rapping how someone wouldn't die about their friend, but they'll die about a girl, which could be seen as a reference to how Cash seemingly didn't get back to Duck, but he ended up dying because he was with a girl that night, with some fans seeing this song to be Lil Durk self-snitching about getting Cash killed. Durk's song was then followed in July by the group song To The Top by O-Block members Mana Ike, Durkee, Buck Munna, and G Nook, where Buck Munna would provide a full verse of apparent hints towards Cash's murder, starting by saying how they're going to spin and spin again until they cash out, before saying that if their victim tries to run, they'll chase him down, and now he's on the news, and ending by saying how they caught someone loafing with his boo, before saying again how they're going to put him on the news. In
I
June,
ain't gonna lie,
rumors would
that look-
circulate
that
that
look
Lamron
crazy.
members might have been responsible.
Them lyrics he just said, them lyrics look crazy, boy. Them lyrics look crazy. I ain't gonna lie on phone them because that's exactly what happened, bro.
After an IG story was uploaded by members claiming to be smoking Cash.
Yeah. My boy.
Now we coming.
Yeah.
Smoking cash.
Yeah.
The hell you niggas doing?
We out.
Oh.
Later in July, Durk would go live with Booney Mo, Dee and other OTF members, during which they would count huge stacks of cash, while a clearly intoxicated Lil Durk and other members would gleefully begin to repeat the line, "They know that we did it," which is from Booney Mo's at the time unreleased song, "We Did It," that was later put on the incredibly incriminating album Loyal Bros 2.
They know that we did it.
They know that we did it. They know that we did it.
They know that we did it.
A few minutes later, Durk begins to rap his verse from the also at the time unreleased song Threats to Everybody, where he raps that if you play with him, you're going to end up by that tree, which many have seen to be a direct
Oh
reference to
my
Cash,
God.
whose body was indeed found laying on the grass next to that tree. For
Nah,
some
that's
reason,
crazy.
the other members would find these lyrics incredibly funny, but it was Booney Mo who would really crack them up once again, repeating the line, "They know that we did it."
You ain't have your gun for them, you better have your gun for me. Better have your gun for Booney. You better have your gun for C. You don't believe me, you gon' see. You gon' end up by that tree.
Know that we did it.
The connection to Cash
Oh,
wasn't lost
no.
on fans, who would comment on the YouTube video about this live,
They were
how
trolling
OTF
it
were
out
clearly
of
trolling
yeah.
Cash. Meanwhile,
Sounded like they
Buck
was
Munna
trolling.
would also go live, seemingly sometime in July, where he would rap lyrics that were clearly about
And get what, y'all? Not all these niggas in jail.
FBG Cash, like saying that now that he's dead, he can't take another pic, a clear reference to Cash's picture in front of the Von mural, as well as saying how their ops are mad that an old man is in a body bag and how the switches made him crash, and that he doesn't smoke Tuka anymore, he smokes Cash.
He dead and gone, that's what he get, man. He can't take another pick. He got hit, he took word around the was a neck. Off on that block where they don't play, I'm out play, I take his face. And I ain't missed cause I know they pissed, I know they mad that man up in the bag. The switches came and made him crash. I don't smoke Tuka, I smoke Cash. I'm just glad weak, that's all that G.
Buck Munna would further raise eyebrows after a vlog circulated, seeming to show him laughing and reenacting what Cash did when he tried to run away after getting shot.
You trying to run, you know you could run.
Cash's former
Oh
manager
my
would seemingly
God.
further point the finger
Boy,
towards
y'all be slow as hell, gang. You gotta be a different type of just like sick in the head, folks. This ain't regular. This is not normal. Not at all.
O-Block, as he would post himself in August dropping the O-Block hand sign, whilst unconfirmed rumors would begin to spread that Cash's murder had been picked up by the feds, just as Stefan Mack's murder would eventually be picked up in 2023. This pointing to the theory that Cash's murder had possibly also involved interstate communication and exchanges of money. Buck Munna would continue to drop lyrics that seemed to point to Cash's murder, like his November 2022 song Come Here, where he would rap about jumping out in all black, just like the shooters in Cash's case, and how the ARP had hit the victim's back, just like what happened to Cash as he tried to run from his killers. In December, Booney Mo would finally release his song We Did It that they had been rapping during that Instagram live, where besides rapping the line about how they did it, he would also rap how he pays for his shorties to go slide and kill people. A message which, funnily enough, was also shared by OTF Jam in his March 2023 song War with the City, with Redditors commenting how this verse had finally convinced them that Booney Mo had paid for Cash's murder. However, there has also been other theories about Cash's murder, with one of them claiming that Cash was backdoored by people close to him, particularly a man named Big Dale, who was an OG from Cash's hood and father of one of Cash's best friends, Fat Shorty from Jaro City, who was killed in 2021, with this backdoor theory stemming from a rumor that Cash had actually gotten Fat Shorty killed by accident during a house party argument gone wrong. This theory would end up gaining so much traction that even DJ U would ask FBG Young about it, but Young would seemingly disregard these rumors as nothing more than YouTubers trying to get views.
R.I.P. Was responsible for like backdooring your brother FBG Cash.
Yeah.
So who is Big Dale? Let's start there. Or who was he to y'all?
Big Dale's one of the guys from the neighborhood.
What do you think of these rumors?
I don't think the internet. I don't listen to that.
Word.
Yeah. I don't pay that no mind though. Like that would make a good story for the internet, won't it?
It sound crazy as hell to me.
All right. It's some nice views, won't it? I mean, I don't be paying not that serious to me. I don't pay it no mind.
Since the murder, there's been endless speculation on Reddit as to exactly who might have been involved
Not
in Cash's
polls,
murder,
bro.
with polls even circulating that allowed members to vote on which gang they felt were most likely responsible.
That's
One
crazy.
Reddit post circulated names of 5 potential suspects from the OTF, TTE, and O-Block sets. One of the names listed, OTF Black, had made a post to IG days after the murder saying that if you want respect in the streets, you have to get your bodies up, and boasting how Lil Varney gave him a CEO chain when he got out of jail and told him to stand on his ops necks, with Black responding that it's OTF forever and he's got this, with people on Reddit commenting that this was some of the most
Y'all
insane
actually getting
self-snitching
sent
that they'd
off.
ever.
Straight
Y'all
up.
actually getting sent off more than anything. Then you snitch on yourself.
Then you telling
and think
yourself,
it's cool, and
stupid.
You think this was really gonna make you cool in the hood. Y'all be getting sent off, boy.
Fuck
These
the
older
damn
guys be
hood,
sending
nigga.
Y'all dumb ass, y'all little ass right off. Yeah, you gotta go catch a body so you can be real OTF. What?
That sound
Man,
dumb
what
as
that's gonna
fuck.
do, folks? That's gonna move you into a mansion. That's gonna get you a G-Wagon. That's gonna put you on private jets, folks. Is being OTF, is that gonna change your mama life, gang? Even if it is, folks, you're going to go to jail.
Where nothing but niggas at. Number men, number dicks. No pussy.
Man, you slow as hell, gang. Y'all ain't that don't make no sense.
Seen. However, OTF Black would later deny this and call out Reddit for putting bodies on him in a block-to-block interview alongside iTrap Rob and Terror.
Internet definitely put a body on you. They put one on me. Yeah? That's what blew me up. Oh, damn. Where that platform? Reddit, DJU, all that. They got you on Reddit teed up.
Another person named in that post, TTE Stain, would also be mentioned in other posts that alluded to having committed a crime in designer clothing. Another post would claim without evidence that Ty Munna was being investigated for the murder, while another pointed the finger at Lil Mike from O-Block. Numerous people would point the finger at Booney Mo from OTF, saying that he was the one who orchestrated the hit, which is interesting considering how happy he seemed about it on the live with Lil Durk. Others would point the finger at OTF Didi, with some suggesting that Durk had been pushing Didi's career as a reward after the hit. At the moment, Cash's murder still remains unsolved, and to be clear, there's no real evidence that either O-Block or OTF had anything to do with it, at least publicly. But then again, not so long ago, there was also nothing but rumors connecting Durk to the murder of Stefan Mack. Now, many people on Reddit
Now
think it's only
everybody's
a matter
saying-
of time before they put this murder on Lil Durk too. But
They
what we
already
do know
did
for
that.
is that Cash's
The
murder.
feds already did that. That's the crazy part. Like, a lot of niggas be saying, oh, these rumors fake, Then a few months go by, and then the feds lock your ass up. for
Yeah.
Everything everybody been saying.
For everything niggas talking about.
Everything everybody been saying, because y'all get on here and tell on y'all self.
Yup.
Don't act like y'all don't get on here and tell on y'all self.
Right.
Don't act like we just making it up. At the end of the day, Trap Lord Ross ain't making this shit up. He's presenting facts.
Yup.
Y'all really did say this. Y'all really did say y'all was smoking cash 3 days after he died. Y'all really did put in a song. He gonna end up by that tree. You dropped that right after Cash died by a tree. We did it. Like, y'all know what y'all doing, gang. Don't play crazy just because motherfucker figured it out because you thought you was too. Oh, yeah, if I say it like this, they ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. Boy, y'all slow as hell. Boy.
Dumb as fuck.
Getting y'all ass locked up for it. Every which other way. Fall down.
Hell nah, boy. Y'all be safe. I'm just trying to live.